I'm Sebastian St James. In a previous video, one of my viewers asked, "Nice video. Who are you, by the way? You've got some great content. You should do an about video." Who am I? What secrets about myself am I hiding? Why do I seem to know so much about finance? Can I come clean and reveal all? VV said, 4 more subs to hit 1,000 subs. To which I replied, "Whoop, I've got my party hat ready to go." And you thought I was kidding. 44 Daggers 44 said, "I unsubbed, then subbed in hopes of becoming your 1,000 subscriber. Did it work?" I wrote back, "No, together we have failed. I'm still on 999, but thanks for trying." I got the message from 44 Daggers, and then it sat for about another hour and then jumped up suddenly to 1,001. So perhaps 2 people subscribed at the same time. Oh, we'll never know. VV says, "Congrats for 1,000, mate. Your hard work paid off. Good luck." To which I replied, "Thanks, yippee! We finally made it. Insert Vogue dancing here." No, I'm not going to actually do it. It's just a comment I made. Yippee! 'To reach 1,000 subscribers, it took me from video 1, 5 months, 76 videos, 5,680 watch hours. I've applied for channel monetization, which is what the 1,000 subscribers is about, and I'm at stage 3. So, hopefully not too much longer. I am a manager of a trust fund. A trust fund is basically a complex structure where you've got grantors, trustees, beneficiaries, things like that. Essentially, a group of people have invested all of their money into a combined trust. It's one pot of money. My job as a trust fund manager is to decide what type of assets we'll invest in. Is that common stocks? Is it property? Is it gold? Is it ETFs? My job is to pick which individual shares that we're going to invest in right around the world. We are international, and which ETFs or other trusts we may invest in, and then I go ahead and allocate the capital. On a typical day, I would probably assess hundreds of stocks and then do deeper dives into analysing just a few of those in order to decide where we're going to deploy our new capital. And I review our existing positions to see if they still meet my original investing hypothesis. I also look after all taxation and reporting requirements, so quite a lot really. I remember as a kid poring over the share prices which used to come in the finance section at the back of the paper. I used to get there, spread them out on the kitchen floor, and with my father we'd go through and make little plans. I would make model portfolios where I would trade on paper, plan my entrances, plan my exits. So as a 13-year-old, I was basically on paper trading stocks. We were given pocket money as kids, which most kids are, but I hated to spend mine. I like to accumulate it, and perhaps that's part of my nature, right from when I was a kid. We lived on some acreage and I had some chickens, and I would go around, collect the eggs and sell them to my neighbours. So already I guess I had a little bit of an entrepreneurial thing going on. I bought my first stocks when I was 18. Back then, you used to have to phone up your broker and make the trades across the phone. I do not miss that. No. So I've been investing in stocks for as long as I can remember, basically. I knew about compound interest and how time in the market was the most important thing. So I basically got in straight away at the age of 18 and yeah, been investing ever since. At high school, I did basically the straight science subjects. In year 12, I did Maths A, Maths B, Physics, Chemistry, and English. After I graduated high school, I went straight to university, got myself a science degree, and became a scientist. Having that science education has taught me a lot of valuable skills. Clear thinking, logic, reasoned arguments, and evidence-based analysis. Being a scientist is the reason why my YouTube channel is full of graphs and statistics. After I graduated uni, I then went on to work for a number of large Australian companies and some multinationals. I've worked in finance most of my career. I've written computer software for banks and insurance companies. I worked as a business analyst for a number of years. Basically, we assessed risk and created brand new products to release out on the market. So that's my background. I had been investing the entire time while I was working in corporate finance. A group of people wanted me to invest their money. They'd seen my track record and they say, "Oh, you seem to know more about this. Take my money, go ahead and invest it for me." So I started a trust fund in my early 30s, got a large pool of money, and then it became my full-time job to invest that. So I've now been a full-time trust manager and investment specialist now for quite a number of decades. When I was watching YouTube, I would see a number of channels where there was a guy riding a skateboard, or perhaps they were a gaming channel, and then all of a sudden, they started producing finance videos. So if you watch those videos, you end up getting financial advice from somebody who was just skateboarding or gaming, who has absolutely no finance background at all. They would grab the latest trend, so crypto or day trading, and they would just preach that again and again. If you followed their advice, it was actually pretty dangerous. So I thought it was time for somebody who was a little bit older, who came from corporate finance, who was a professional full-time investor, to actually make a YouTube channel so we knew what we were talking about. I make asset allocation and individual investment decisions all day, every day. That's what I do for my job, so it felt natural to make a YouTube channel and start sharing some of that with my viewers. My aim in my videos is to present you the raw information, give you the finance principles of how to use that, and then together we step through it one step after the other, and we discover this, and then we present another principle to you, we discover that, and you can actually follow along and realize things as I'm going through my video, that you can draw your own conclusions from all the data and the journey I take you on. I like to add a bit of humor along the way in some of my videos, although the complicated sequences in some of the videos actually take as much time to produce as the whole rest of the video. But there you go. My aim is to produce high quality videos. Each video takes me about 16 hours to produce. No, I'm strictly a finance education channel. My job is to teach you how to fish rather than giving you the fish directly. I understand that each of my viewers actually comes from a different position in life. So some of them know a bit about finance, some of them know nothing, some of them are very conservative and don't want to take too much risk. Others are just like, here's the money, put it all in the market. So my job is to give the viewers options, what you can do with your money, but the final decision is entirely up to you. If you go on the internet and onto forums, you notice about half the people that talk there are American. You sort of just get used to assuming they are. So when I started my YouTube channel, I thought probably a bit more of my audience would be American. There'd probably be some Australians, and that's what I expected. If you look at the first few videos on my channel, you'll see this. I'm half talking to an international audience, half talking to an Australian audience. But then YouTube gave me some stats, and that changed everything. Here's a breakdown of my viewers. 86.4% come from Australia. In a sense, I think that I'm missing out on a broader audience because a lot of the finance investing principles I teach do actually apply no matter where you live. On the other hand, it has allowed my YouTube channel to become the perfect place, 100% dedicated to Australian finance, and therefore I can talk about Australian tax laws and specific shares on the ASX and ETFs. And so as an Australian viewer, you actually get a much richer, more in-depth and quality experience. I started getting a lot of questions in my YouTube videos, and I thought, okay. Theoretically, if one person is asking a question, there could be a bunch of my viewers who are thinking the same thing and want to know. This is a good opportunity to take those questions and to turn them into a full-blown video. A lot of the questions I'll already know the answer to, but then it becomes a great big research project because I've got to collect the data, find the graphs to support whatever I'm talking about, and then present a reasoned journey along the way. Some questions I'll know the fundamentals of, but then I have to research into more to get some more depth. I feel like I'm becoming the Dr. Carl of finance, where I'm answering every random finance question that happens to come my way. But I do enjoy the experience. I find it quite enriching. At the moment, 50% of my content is dedicated purely to answering you, the viewers' questions. So there you go. So if you subscribe to my channel, you will learn basically everything there is to know about finance, not only from what I'm presenting myself, but answering all the different questions which come up. And should you want to, you can even ask some of your own. The question remains, what was the first video I ever produced for my channel? I revealed to you that I own an island. It's true. Go ahead and watch my first ever video here.